Yes. Welcome to No Ideas Original featuring Shannon, Mr. Rob, and Zane. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's going on?
What's good? What's good, good brother? How y'all?
Hanging in there. Yo, Zane, I want to ask you. You down in Maryland? You're not too far from DC. How was it for the inauguration? I'm sure it was mad police out there.
Man, I didn't go nowhere outside of my town, brother, man.
People wasn't out there losing their mind, though?
Yo, son, they have
From what I heard, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you know, for the most part, I kept it within a mile radius from the home, man. Because you know, stuff like that. When you hear about all the alleged threats and stuff like that was supposed to happen on that day, I'd rather just stay close by the home. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be nowhere near DC.
They had you shook,
right?
They had you shook, Zane. You were shook?
Nah, just being wise.
Yeah. You have memories of the DC sniper? Remember that?
Man, that was wild, man. That was the wildest stuff back then.
DC, man. DC, they got too many.
The funny thing about that happened, Rob. That happened like with that DC sniper bullshit. That happened
in Maryland when that happened.
That happened like about a year and a half when I moved down here. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you, that DC sniper had Maryland so shook. Like I watched people.
Yeah.
I really watched people go to like to pump their gas, and get in the car.
Oh yeah.
Stand at Target. He was picking people off back then, man.
It was wild, and then the whole time I'm thinking it's another person, and it's it came out to be
I like how you talking in code. I'm thinking
got to, bro.
It was a black man. It was one of us, man. Unfortunately.
Yo, that was wild.
Everybody that's watching, put in the comment when Zane said another person, who the other person was. Zane said, "I'm thinking it was another person." So put in the comments who the other person was.
Right.
For Zane.
Right.
Yo, are y'all excited now that Trump is out of office?
Go ahead, Rob. You go first.
Yeah, I mean the banter and all the negative energy, just from that standpoint alone, yes, I'm glad he's out. Yes, I'm tired of the memes and just hearing the nonsense come out of his mouth, man. I mean, he's divided the country a little bit more, but I think it'll snap back. I'm telling you, good energy, positive energy does wonders, man. And I think getting him out of the office was one of the best moves.
What do you say, Zane?
I would say, yeah, man, because you got to figure, you guys probably have the Google list too, and I'm probably not mistaken. The word Trump might have been the most used word in the past 4 years than any other goddamn. Like, that's probably more used than any other word ever, bro. And as far as like celebrities, of course, too, because I mean, that dude kept his name 24/7 ringing bells on the radio, on news, newspapers, any type of involved media.
He knew the power of sound bites, man, and he made sure he stayed in the thread. He stayed on people's minds, and that's just the power. He knows the power and energy in that regard. He was using it to his ability.
Right.
Yo, I'll say this, like these last couple of days, it's been back to the regular news cycle. You don't hear much about him, but I feel like that that the media, in particular, left-wing media, is probably going to miss him because despite all of the nonsense that he did, their ratings were probably at an all-time high. Like people were glued to the TV watching for his shenanigans. But for me, honestly, I feel like a sense of relief, like you were saying, Rob. Like I don't have to read the newspaper and hear about him. I don't have to turn on the news and hear about something that he's doing.
It's like a squeaky wheel got some oil for a second. Like,
But you know what's scary about that though? To me, it's like, yo, I don't think so many people were engaged in a political process this go round, and I think we have to stay engaged. We can't just feel comfortable because it feels like, we've gone back to a sense of normalcy that the people that we have in office, they don't need to be held accountable. Like I think that it's great to have Kamala Harris, vice president, first woman of color. Despite what people say, they try to discredit the fact that she's a woman of color, but to have her and to have Joe Biden, have people that are more so politicians, it's good to have them in office, but also we got to hold them accountable. We can't just be like they're so much better than what we had previously. We're gonna excuse whatever it is that they have going on.
You gotta hold people's feet to the fire, man. Make them work. That's it. Now's the time. And and we've discussed this 1,000 times on the show about now being the time, today being the time to start, getting put some work in there, man, and working at your whatever it is that you got going on. Hold people accountable, man.
Yeah,
Hey, pardon self. Kialeiani said, give her 10 minutes. She'll be on.
You know what? Was very, very interesting to me. So that first day in office for Biden, they had him on the news, and he was at the desk in the West Wing, and he was signing all those executive orders to undo everything that Trump did. And what people don't realize about an executive orders are things that presidents have the ability of doing without legislation. Right. So if he was able to sign all those executive orders to undo all of these things that Donald Trump did, like moving away from the Paris Climate Agreement, withdrawing the U.S. from the World Health Organization, the stuff related to the border, mass mandates, all these things, that goes to tell me that Trump was really doing it unilaterally. Like he was making decisions based on stuff like, I don't really need legislation. I don't need bipartisan support for this stuff. I'm just going to go out and sign and do what I want. So, that'll be interesting. To me, it'll be interesting to see how like all this stuff comes together. If that divide is now going to come back together, and people are really going to say, all right, we're going to work cross the aisle. I want to see if that happens.
What they call that, bipartisan?
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it. Well, we'll see, man. Now's the time, unless you want to continue what the last 4 years has been. I think now.
And what Zane was saying, we got Kialeiani tonight is going to be on. She's an entertainer that's going to be joining us for a conversation in a few minutes. Yeah,
OG Dad.
Shout out to OG Dad. B-side, what's good?
What's up, B-side? He's in the
What's up, B-side? What's up, Brad? What's up, OG Dad too?
Sleepy Joe gonna wake up because we watching him and the whole administration. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't just only become politically engaged when there's somebody in office that we don't want in office. The people that we feel good about that we put in office, we got to hold them accountable also. So, we can't allow it to be just a token, a symbol, right? For us to just feel good about, Trump ain't in there no more. So now we don't have to worry about it. We need to keep our foot down on that pedal and keep pushing and trying to get the things that we need.
Right. I listen to a lot of C-SPAN throughout the day, and they have a lot of different interesting viewpoints as far as for the people that call on the radio. And to me, it just seems like, okay, for me, I don't care if a person is red, white, blue, green, whatever. As long as they say they're gonna do at least, I'm gonna keep it funky. If you do at least half of the stuff you say you're gonna do when you get in the office, then okay, I'm gonna rock with you. Now I understand that a lot of things that the presidents come through that's elected, they have this mindset of making the world a better place. But as you see, back when Obama was president, a lot of things didn't happen that he was trying to push through. So pushing forward, I would say the main thing with Biden is that I would say he got to do at least, I would say, like I said, 50 to 40% of the stuff that he said he's going to do. The first thing that I would say is one of the most paramount things is to get the situation straight as far as, we all in this pandemic. Got a lot of people that's unemployed. Talking about stimulus, you're talking about extension of the stimulus that's going to go past the initial that supposed to expire in April. So we just got to get
unemployment, you mean?
Yeah. So, and they got to get that money circulating. But also, like, brothers, I remember how we were saying several episodes ago, and I credit Rob for saying this too. During this pandemic, it showed people that you got to find another way to survive out here, because this stuff is serious. And at any given moment, whether you getting the unemployment or not, they can cut that off and then stall stuff or whatever. So you gotta find other ways to generate some capital. You know what I'm saying?
People need to be more creative.
They gotta be more creative, yeah.
And think about the things that you've been doing, this rendition or this mundane, repetitious life of going to work and coming home 9 to 5, when there's more things that you can do with your time. It's just that we've been locked in psychologically into a way of life when there's so many things you can do, you know. And I always go back to the call that this brother made from Walmart. And here we are, 50-something shows in. Pardon me. Just because we stepped out and said, let's do something different. And you know, and that's what you got to do. You got to have, in this climate, you have to have multiple streams of making money or finding ways to make things work for you. I just came back from seeing my man in Portchester, and you know, wife asked me to bring back some wood. I just happened to mention it to him. And he knows, just so happened, he knows a guy who has a landscaping company. Man, if I open up my garage and show you how much damn wood that I brought home, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you gotta network. You gotta be out there. You can't just because you're not working. You don't have. You're not in your normal routine, and then that's it.
Yeah. The stuff with the presidents, though, what I think happens is that it's easy to run on a platform of promises. When people actually get in office, they find out what it really means to govern. Right. You know, and governing is about collaboration. You know, and that means that you have to have the ability to work with. Yeah, you have to have people. You have to have the ability to get people to buy into an idea that may not necessarily be theirs. And most of the time, what happens with a lot of the legislation that goes through that people don't realize is that in that legislation they have pork. So there's other things. It's kind of quid pro quo. They're trading off things. So you may get new. They talking about another COVID relief package for $1.9 trillion. You may get that. And in that $1.9 trillion, I think you guys seen the last one that came out where Trump was saying, well, why is Egypt getting money? Why are these people getting money? Why is the Kennedy Center? Why is the Kennedy Center getting money? And all of these are different interests that all these senators and all these other people have, that they put all this stuff in this legislation to get support around it to ensure that it actually gets passed. So, you know, you could have good ideas, you can have good intentions, but when you get in the office, realistically, 25% of the stuff that people want to do may get done, you know. And a lot of it, sadly, politics, a lot of it is about games, you know, gamesmanship, alliances, you know, how you move and what favors you did, and you know, and you have to figure out a way to give your constituents a little bit of something to hold on to, just enough so they feel comfortable enough with voting for you again. As far as like the impact of the pandemic, like, look, I agree. I think that the impact of this pandemic is going to be it's going to be long lasting, you know. And there's some real implications that we've already experienced, but I believe that there are further implications that we haven't felt yet that people don't realize. Like, there are a lot of things that people think are coming back when it's all said and done, and a lot of the stuff is never going to rebound. It's never going to come back. You know, like there's stores. I was reading the other day, there were stores that were long-time stores that, you know, that we've known for years, that they were basically like these stores that we grew up going to as kids, that they were already in financial trouble. And then when the pandemic hit, it sunk them. Like I've spoken to business owners that have said things like, you know, if I knew what I know now about the pandemic, I wouldn't have closed my doors early on. I would have rather just operated this way. You know, that loss in revenue is something that's severe, and it has, you know, it goes beyond. A lot of people go to the business owner, but the business owner actually employs people. So if the business is shut, those are jobs. Those are jobs that's going. What's been interesting to me though is that the stock market is performing a lot better than what I thought it would be performing.
Yeah, numbers is up. Stuff is moving out there, son.
It's doing a lot.
What are some of the ones that you guys project that'll do pretty well? I say within this first quarter.
That IDEX is climbing.
Yeah, it's gonna keep. Yo, you know what the thing is? I think right now, anything that has to do, everybody's looking at Joe Biden as being a president that's big on green energy. So anything that has to do with green energy, I think is gonna move and do well. you know, of course, that you have the mainstays like Zoom. Zoom is going to perform well. Peloton is going to perform well. Hey, to move it away from stocks, I was listening to a Clubhouse meeting the other day, and they were talking about reselling.
What's your view on Clubhouse, man? Give us a breakdown on Clubhouse, man.
Yo, you know what Clubhouse is to me? Well, Kialeiani just popped on, so we'll go to her, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about Clubhouse.
Okay.
How y'all doing?
Hey, welcome to No Ideas Original.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So for everybody in the house, this is Kialeiani. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Kialeiani, yes, sir.
Kialeiani. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, before we get started with the interview, let me ask you this quick question. So, Zane made a reference. We were talking a few minutes ago, and we were talking about people down at the Capitol, and we were talking about the DC sniper. You remember the DC sniper?
Yes.
And Zane said he felt so disappointed when he found out that it wasn't us. It was other people. So I said to Zane, "Who's other people? Who's the other people? Who's the other?"
No, Shana. You said it backwards.
Yeah. Who's the other people? When Zane said that he was so disappointed when he found out that it was us, and that because he thought it was the other people. So I said,
I did too. Like, what are we doing right now?
Yes, man. How we popping people off at the gas station like this? Dangerous.
So for those that may not know you, tell us a little bit about yourself and why people should be checking for you.
Most definitely. My name is Kialeiani. I am I don't want to say up and coming, but I'm an artist out of Texas. A lot of people, when they hear me, they always think I'm either from Cali or New York. You know what I'm saying? When they hear my music, but Texas. I was born in Hawaii. I do music. I act. Quarantine did wonders for me with TikTok, and I got my little acting on, and now I got a couple of opportunities. So
nice.
Yeah, for that.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And you know, I'm just determined, hard working. I've been doing music since I was 8 years old.
Wow.
First song at like 9 or 10. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this. I'm not just one of those that just start rapping yesterday. And you know what I mean? Make a name for myself. Like I've been in the game for a minute and studied, and you can kind of hear that from the sound that I give and the different types of records that I will be putting out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody's crazy about the ciphers and stuff I've been dropping, which is awesome. And that's bar for bar. That's my New York type style. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm pick up a New York vibe from you real quick.
Yeah. You know, that's my second home. I just left New York. I was just up there last weekend.
Okay.
But with that, like my record Balloons that's out right now, that's more of an empowerment type of feel, type of record, like Nipsey type record, and that's streaming over 100,000 streams right now on Spotify and all digital.
Yes.
That's my highest record. You feel me? But with the music that I'm dropping this spring, summertime, it's like of course, you know what I mean? Like it's my major sound. It's totally different. It's not different for me because I make music like this. I can write any type of genre of music, but it's gonna be something different coming from Kialeiani. So I'm so excited and you know, I'm really ready to. I wish it was spring, summertime right now. You know what I mean?
And you talked about songwriting. Outside of bars, do you write other music?
I've done some TV show jingles. I've written some other stuff for other people as well. I could do whatever.
You a hustler.
Yeah, period.
And talk about your New York trip. How was your New York trip?
New York was
preferably the Bronx. I see you went to the Bronx too.
Say, I be everywhere. I'm not scared.
Hey, wait. Tell you what though. All three of us was born in the Bronx.
Say, my CEO is from the Bronx. Do y'all know Breakbeat Lou?
No, what part of the Bronx he from?
I don't know all that. and the originators of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I love New York, period, though, man. Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens, Manhattan, all that. Like Dumbo, I'll be everywhere.
That's right, man. And you know, and the city loves you back, man. I love the rendition you did of I Got Soul. I don't know if that was a shout out. That was that.
Think about that.
You did that right. Talk about that idea right there.
Say, all right. So I'm not gonna say I was scared to do it. I wasn't scared or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But that's Rakim, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you touch it and do it right, or don't do it at all. You better bring confidence. You better be sure about it. All that. So we did it. I sent it back to my CEO. I'm like, man, this dude finna clown me, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I sent it to him, and everybody fell in love with it. So we came up, we did the video real quick, and that was for a project that I turned that whole mixtape into a visual type movie, like a, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I did that because at the time, nobody was doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's still really doing it. When I did it, I started seeing like a couple people doing it, even the majors, which was mind blowing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody was doing that before. But I did the mixtape.
You're paying attention.
Yeah, for sure. And we started shooting the first video, and I was like, look, I love this dialogue. Let's keep it going. Like, let's make it make sense. And I literally was doing it off the top of the dome on set. You feel what I'm saying? It was me and my cameraman. Like, that was it. It was nobody else. So me coming up with stuff, and I put him in front of the camera to where the camera was sitting on the car. If you don't see me in the clip, I'm filming. Like, I didn't learn how to film. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a period. So that's just me, man. I'm a grinder. I'm a go get it, period.
You know,
now tell me this too. Like, I see on your Instagram, you also mentioned Detroit. Did you live in Detroit too, or just solely just Texas?
No.
I mean, after you know, because you said you was born in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, I was born in Hawaii and we moved to Texas. I've never lived in Detroit. I just traveled.
Okay.
If you stay following me, you will be like, bro, where is she? Like, my friends would text or call me and be like, bro, where you at? Like, you know what I'm saying? I put that in my Insta story when I was in New York because I posted something and they saw the background and they was like calling me like, bro, where is you at? Like, you ain't told nobody. I just get up and go. When a call come, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, the one that I mean, you have various ones that's very entertaining, but when you was out there in Times Square, and y'all was getting busy, I was like, yeah, this is where she need to be right there.
Period.
Rafa Waddell said, I follow you on IG. Very talented. Love your DJ. She be getting it in.
Thank you, DJ Lavish. That's my baby. Say, look, I stopped the ciphers, but I'm bringing them back.
Right.
Y'all stay tuned this weekend. It's about to get. You hear me?
It's that heat, man.
Dad said, F Cedric, Kia the Entertainer.
No, period.
Let me ask you this right now. I'm sure you noticed that Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion is catching all the flack for the WAP record. What are your thoughts when it comes to females getting scrutinized for sexually suggestive lyrics, but males, you know, make songs with sexually suggestive lyrics and don't get nearly the backlash? How do you feel about that?
I have no feeling because I'm gonna do what I want to do. You hear me? My thing is, you know, with us females in the game, you know, they try to hold us to a certain stature, and with the, like you said, with the dudes, they can do whatever, say whatever, bitch this, that. So I'm a bitch this and that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like double standards, even in regular life.
That's right.
None of that. So if you can do it, I can do it. You can probably do it better. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to get vulgar? I'm gonna show you vulgar. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Nah, you gotta be out there. You gotta be out there hustling, man, if you want to make some bread.
Yeah, people go hard with it though. Like I can't understand, but there's people who go hard with it and they feel like, we had the discussion on the podcast. There are a lot of people feel that for some reason women have social responsibility when it comes to their lyrics, but men get a pass for it.
Yeah, but like I said, man, this is entertainment. This is what it is. I'm not at your grandmother's house rapping for her. This is entertainment. If she see it, she see it. You feel me? And she probably gonna love it. She's probably gonna love it. She ain't gonna tell you she love it, but she probably loves it. You know what I'm saying? But like, people got to understand, this is entertainment. This is people's art. This is how they express themselves. So you can't judge anybody for how they feel or how they express themselves, or the words they want to use, or the way they want to express themselves. That's them. If you shy and can't do it, that's you. Let them people do their thing.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Talk about this wonderful career, your budding career that's coming up, and you're also a mom too, man. Talk about juggling your career and motherhood.
Man, my kids are the best. Y'all don't understand. God bless me with the most wonderful kids anybody could ask for, man. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? My kids love what I do. And my son, he wants to be an actor now, which is mind-blowing to me. But he has the personality, the charisma, the character, all you need to get in this industry and do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
He's watching you do your thing, man.
Yeah. So, before I was talking about it, and I never want to force anything on my children. So I never forced it on him. But one day, not that like last month, he was like, "Mommy, I want to act on TV shows." Watching one of his favorite shows on Netflix. And but when you hear him talk and he's in a different room, and then he come around the corner, you be like, "That was not him just sitting there talking." Like, he's that mature.
Yeah, he's mature. That's what's up.
And so the skit that I put up with him, that was his first skit ever, and he up on the lines. Like, I just came up, like I said, I'm just off the dome in my environment. Like, I'm just creative. So if I feel creative, and I'm like, "Hey, let's go ahead and shoot this real quick." I never told him, we're gonna shoot this today. I just threw it at him. Let me see how fast he picks up on this. It was a test. Man, the man passed with flying colors.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he caught on so quick. He got the line so quick. If he said the line and I'm like, "Hey, no, say it like this. Say it with a little more attitude. Say it like this." And I say it, he picked right up and do exactly what I did that quick. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just easy for us. It is very easy for us. My daughter, she's a girly girl and all that, but my daughter, she a girly girl and all that, but she is very shy right now. You know what I mean? So with her, I do the photo shoots and stuff like that. She in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? But
you're a stylist too, right?
I style myself. I do my thizzle.
Okay.
You know what? It's funny. Guys,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's funny with the stylist thing. I was gonna ask you, as a stylist or styling yourself, is it about the clothes or is it about the person? Because I've seen some people in some Dior and I'm like, nah, they look lame as hell. And then I've seen some people in Gap and I'm like, all right, they look fresh.
They look all right, yeah.
It's the confidence. It's the charisma.
Right.
It's how you put it on. It ain't what you put on, how you put it on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right, man.
Well, tell us this. What was the first one or two songs that made you fall in love with hip hop and to become an MC? Because I was just telling the brothers earlier before you got on, like, we do our little, behind the scenes stuff before we go live, and you have like some great lyrics. Like, I don't consider you a rapper. I consider you an MC. That's like the comparison of hip hop and rap.
Yeah.
I consider you hip hop. So what I'm saying is, like, what were like maybe 2 or 3 songs that made you fall in love with hip hop overall?
I can't really say a song, like,
or maybe like the influences, whether male or female.
Yeah, let me see.
Give me top 5. Give me top 5.
I'm gonna say Missy Elliott, period. Ludacris.
Another MC.
I don't like to put Biggie and Tupac on my list because that's
I'm glad you said that, man. Because that, come on, there's more than Biggie and Tupac out there.
Like, everybody knows they on your list. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to keep them 2 spots open for somebody else.
Yeah.
MC Light.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
Left Eye.
No Bun B? No Bun B? No Scarface?
No, listen. Nah, you saying that because I'm from Texas. You feel me? But when you listen to me rap, I don't sound like that.
Mm-hmm.
My influences came from where y'all at. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Just the creativity of hip hop and just when you're looking at Busta Rhymes and you're looking at Eminem and you're looking at Jay-Z's and these are the people that I grew up listening and looking at. Mary J. Blige, like she influence, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't just in the rapping lane, like it goes R&B to Anita Baker, Michael Jackson. I can keep going. Gerald Levert. You know what I'm saying? Tamia, like so many different sounds and things that I take from that I listen to, and I put into when you listening to my music. That's why it's so hard to figure out. Okay, well, where is she from? Like, okay, I hear this and I hear this, and then she sounds like she's from New York, but then I hear the accent. So no, she's not from New York, but she going hard. Like
yeah.
You have a universal sound, and not that many, whether male or female artists have that. You have a universal sound right there. Now that's a perfect segue to get into what I was gonna ask. Wow, male and then female, what'll be your dream collaboration?
Whew.
Whether R&B or hip hop, whatever, male or female.
Missy Elliott, period. Missy.
Bring Missy out. Get Missy out, man. We gotta bring Missy back, man.
Period.
Right.
Missy or Mary J. Blige.
That's tough right there.
Yeah.
That's a good selection.
The R&B side, for sure.
Yeah. What I see in you, like from your music and everything that you're doing, that it seems like you want to be a well-rounded, all-around artist and entertainer, like even by the people you mentioned. So I'm wondering, like, how do you, I guess, as a person where we've heard your lyrics and we all stamped you and sealed you as New Yorkers, all right, she's a lyricist, she got lyrics. You know, what do you feel you need to do to kind of, I guess, round it out and become more of the complete entertainer?
Keep being creative, traveling, keep, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm going to different places, like when I was in Detroit, I went to Detroit specifically only to shoot the video for Balloons, the record that I was saying has 1,000 streams on.
Incredible song too, might I say.
Thank you. I went there solely for that. You know, I met some people, different artists, things like that, but just me hearing the different culture of going to different states and different cities and hearing how they do what they do, just like me studying New York and that's why I sound the way I sound, or me studying Cali and that's how I can do this. And it's not even studying, it's just me just listening to different genres and different artists all over these years, you know what I'm saying? And kind of studying their sound or just watching them be creative. You know what I mean? There's no boundaries for my creations.
Nice.
That's right. I love your comedy skits too, man. Your one skit had me bugging, son. I don't know if it was a parking lot skit. I think your boyfriend was mad at you. He said, I created this SoundCloud. I should put your shit. He said, I should put your shit bootleg. I should bootleg your shit. I said, son, out there. And I see you work along with Just Hilarious too, man. I think y'all two should do a crazy Thelma Louise skit, yo.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
For real Thelma Louise skit on some gangster shit with some chick shit though. For real.
Yeah, that's my sister, man. That's my sister. Yeah.
Is comedy for you something that you messing around with, or you just touching the water?
I've been acting a fool all my life. I'm not pretending. That's me. You know what I mean? That's me. This is me. Like these skits, that's why it's so funny. Like my friends and stuff, they'll text me and be like, only if people knew when you went and you ain't get him nothing, that's really you. You're not really acting. That's really me. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's dope, man.
Can you tell us? I'm sorry, Robert, go ahead.
Nah, I was just stamping to say she's very multi-talented.
Thank
I
you.
like what she does. And I want to give you a shout out That Like Whoa freestyle was hot too, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, she's spitting crazy bars right now. Now, I would want to know too. Being that we was talking about comedy, what are some of your influences as far as the comedians that's been out? Whether you know, the ones that passed or the ones that's still living right now.
My favorite comedian, period, and I will fight you about her, is some more, period.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's good.
More stuff.
Yeah. Underrated too. She don't get up at all.
When I saw Queens of Comedy as a kid, oh my God. I'm talking about, I can watch that. I can watch her part to this day over and over again and laugh like I have never seen it before. Any stand-up, anything, like, man, she is phenomenal. For real. Like her, just all the Queens of Comedy, period. Let's pay the respects there. Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle.
Right. That's right. It's a list, man. All
Martin.
of them.
Hey, Martin. Come on.
I still watch Martin, man.
Come on.
One of the many creative geniuses right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Speaking of comedy, did you see the Ashanti versus Keisha Cole versus?
Yeah, I seen it.
Give us your take on it. What are your thoughts? What did you think about it?
They were beautiful.
Yeah, they were. They were to the nine.
You know, with me, like I said, you know, with y'all talking to me and y'all getting era of music. Y'all know I was Team Ashanti all day. That's what I 106 and Park when they used to come on with the videos, her and Jai.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What I'm saying, but I mean Keisha too, but I don't know. It was interesting.
How you show up late and you mad though when you come late though? Like
that's just like me coming here.
We got you. We know what you was doing ahead of time, son. So
what I'm saying. and then I come in here and then I'll be like, man, ask me the questions, bro. Hurry up. What?
You know what I love about verses more than the actual performances? Reading the comments.
No, funny.
Yo, the comments are like, oh man.
You see what your boy Chad said, right? He said she ain't late when she come to my house.
Wow.
I saw that too. I saw that on what's the Shade Room or Baller? Yeah. Bow Wow went hard on that joint, man.
They wildin', son. They wildin', yo.
Man.
They wildin'.
Social media could be a gift and a curse though. Like I heard you saying the pandemic with TikTok, you know, I helped you out and everything. But the other part of social media is I'm sure you probably read the comments and there's always people in the comments saying something crazy. Like I was looking at the video that you and Just Hilarious did, and there was somebody in the comment that said they said something bug about because y'all was twerking or something like that. And I seen your response to it, and your response was just like so appropriate. And it was kind of like telling them mind their business. But it was classy. You get a lot of that, and how do you handle it with social media being such a platform for you? What you said? You what?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
I said with social media being
say it
so
one more
big.
time. It was breaking.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah, I was saying with social media
I
being
can hear you.
So big for you, you know, how are you able to manage the stuff that people say on social media that may not necessarily be, I guess, good things?
I don't even care. I don't care. If you see one of my clapbacks, I can't remember what the dude said. And I was like, oh. That's all I said with the rolling eyes emoji. Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
I came on here to post negativity on my video. You watched it.
Right. You gave me your energy already. That's it. Done deal, man.
Get into it going back and forth. Me type back and forth with you on Instagram. I'm never gonna see you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And if I do see you, so you're not gonna say to me to my face what you said in that comment. We know this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. People lose sight, I think, though, of the humanistic quality of entertainers, though, and they just think they can say whatever it is, and that people you be numb to it, like, oh, because I'm a public figure, so I'm supposed to take it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even care. Nah, facts. I don't let it bother me at all. Like, hit and roll off my shoulders. It is what it is. Because I might post something that you might not like. You still watch it. You watched it to say you didn't like it, and I appreciate you for taking the time to even sit and watch me on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or whatever you was looking at. You took the time to do
it. That's right.
it.
Let me ask you this. Talk about the importance of being a role model.
Very important. You never know who's looking up to you. You never know what situation somebody's in, especially children. And for you to be a light or blessing to anybody that you don't know, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, the positive energy is important. Because I could be on there cussing people out in the comments and all this, and I never know who's watching it. Guess what? They grow and then they become that.
Right.
But they see me in a different light, and I bring nothing but positive energy. I'm very confident. I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And somebody's watching that, and I'm building up their confidence, just like my kids, my son. Okay, well, I want to do this. Okay, you can do it. Let's do it. Let me build you up to show you that you can do this. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what I'm doing. He sees what I'm doing and how I handle the things that I do. Right. You know what I mean? It's giving him that confidence, like, yeah, I could do that. I want to do that in these comments when people are looking in these comments and they see me say, oh, like, dang, she didn't even respond. That didn't even hurt her feelings. It doesn't. Like, I'm good. Right. Like, thank you. Thank you for commenting and taking your time out to come on my page. I don't nothing cocky, but just thank you. I appreciate you. Like, you probably didn't even know me. That was your first time coming on here. And my response probably made you feel like, damn. I probably delete that. Let me go delete it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Tell you what, being that like everybody know the politics in the industry is tough. What is the biggest no that you made a yes, or better yet, what is the biggest rejection that you made a success?
I don't think I have any at the moment, honestly.
Not at the moment.
Any no for me is a yes.
Got you.
I always say that. If somebody tells you no, create your own yes. That's my
right.
Create it. I don't ask anybody for anything though. That's why I can't give you an answer to that. I don't ask for anything because I'm gonna go and make whatever happen. If I got a vision, okay, let me see what I need to do to execute.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Now that's an excellent answer because Rob has a signature question that he asks a lot of our guests. Rob, could you ask her that question, please, sir?
He smiled.
How important is human imagination?
I mean, the imagination is very important. That's how you create. How I'm gonna do what I do. I probably man, look, especially these skits. Like a lot of stuff, we go through and we reenact. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff you gotta create in your like. Let me for an example. Not the last skit, the skit before last that I put up. Where I'm sitting in the orange sweater.
Yeah.
And the voiceover, my voice, if you recognize, that's me talking to myself. So with me talking, I'm doing a video, sitting there talking to a wall.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta put yourself in.
Yeah, but people don't know. I text out the whole script in my text message before I even did it. So I'm sitting there reading, and I'm like, okay, I got to say this, I got to pause, I got to do this. You feel what I'm saying? It's your imagination, it's creation, it's creating. It's very important, especially for what I do.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the skit with the what was the Mary J Blige Not Gonna Cry. It was that skit where how'd you end up meeting? That's hilarious. How'd y'all connect?
I've been knowing Jess for like 3 years, and I went to one of her shows, just going to support to young with the same age, same industry, just going, trying to give positive energy, support her, and to this day, still doing the same thing. And that's how we met. Just click, like, And then
They got the same energy, man. I see how that works. That's
Yeah.
like automatic.
yeah.
For sure.
Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob.
I did have another question, didn't I? I got a lot of questions, man. I got a lot of shit.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
Nah, go ahead.
Being the MC you are, and I'm gonna call you an MC.
Thank you. That is.
What producers do you really want to work with?
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's talk about producers. There's a lot of nice producers out there.
Man.
And you know what? And I'm gonna take away Primo. Everybody probably want to work with Primo.
Timberland. And I'm gonna say that because I mean y'all have heard my music and the different things I can go in. Like Missy is like one of them that is an inspiration. Like when I hear that, I don't know if y'all ever heard Can't Stop. You know what Can't Stop is by Missy?
Oh, I think I danced to that song. Did Kevin Hart do a dance to that damn song? He just in the middle, and she's like, go.
No. This is an old song.
It's an old song.
Okay.
The Cookbook album, I think.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm
gonna look that up.
The drums, I love live instruments and all that. Like A. Marie, One Thing, that's one of my favorite songs. Can't Stop. Elliot, when y'all get off of here, go to that and put that in the playlist. Like just that Timberland sound though. That sound that he did he did that Dirt Off My Shoulders. Like if y'all just hear the production, how powerful I need that in my life. Period.
No, that's dope, because I can hear your cadence. And you got the New York cadence too. That's crazy. Like you got I'm hearing it and I'm liking wow, even the video you did with the Buster, the rooftop joint. I was like, yo, this chicken. Yeah. This is dope right here.
From Texas. Like when I tell people, like when I was in New York last year, when I did my promo, not last year, 2020 was horrible. 2019. When I did my promo run up there at the radio stations, and they just love to hear me talk because of my accent. But then when I start rapping, they be like, "How'd she do that?" But then you kind of hear it a bit, but it's like, it's like blowing them away, and I think that's so dope.
Nah, that's dope, man. I truly love it, man. For real.
Tell us about the acting scene. Like, are there any upcoming films or anything in the works that you have coming out in the near future?
Not films. Right now I'm big on the skits. Really trying to not really prove myself, but just showing my creative and showing what I can do. But a lot of actors and different people have hit me up. It's like, dude, like you got it. Like I like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a natural talent. Like you said, that's what you've been doing all your life anyway. Now you're just putting it to the screen. You're being creative. You're creating scenes. You're creating skits. You know what I mean? I can see anybody picking you up like, yo, I think there's a talented one, man. And
sure.
The work with you for real, man.
I would have loved to have seen you in something like
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
That would something along the lines of Wild 'N Out, like one of those comedy sketch shows or something. I think that'd be perfect for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be quick on my feet like that. They be funny, but I mean, that's cool too. Like, but my thing for me, I'm wanting to get in movies, like even a sitcom, movies. Like, I really want to act, like, and really transition into that. That's why I'm doing it now. So, she's not just a rapper. She's not just an entertainer or artist. She's doing that too. She already started doing that. I don't want to wait to transition. I want to already be moving in different lanes. My creativity. So it's easy. It's a breath of fresh air. It's natural. The transition is natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you writing skits, you could write a full script. You should write your own movie. That'd be dope.
Facts. I can do all that.
I'm telling you, get with Jess. That Thelma and Louise, I'm telling y'all are killing Thelma and Louise right now.
For sure.
See, I see it. I'm putting that in the universe. I know that's gonna happen now.
Yeah. It don't come to me talking about no compensation either.
No. I just Shout out Rob from No Ideas Original.
Intellectual property right there, patent.
Hey, then he be trying to screen record. Hey,
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry. So tell me, you know, what, being that we got the pandemic and stuff going on, now we know that several days ago you were saying about, you know, the different promotional tours that you had circulating up in Philly, New Jersey, New York, what so forth. What do you have coming off, I guess, within the next couple of weeks or so, as far as for your promo tours for the different, you know, you have a myriad of skill of a lot of different things going on. So what do you have going on, like, I guess, like the next couple of weeks as far as promo tours?
As a promo tours, you know, a lot of people are still on lockdown right now. So
Right.
put anything in schedule. So if you see me moving around, it's because it's a you know, a booking, it's a project that I'm doing, or a lot of times I'm just moving around just because I'm doing something different on my own. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Right.
With me right now, we're trying to get the New York trip back going, because I was supposed to be in New York May of 2020. I had a headline show. We talked to get SOBs on board.
Nice.
Shout out to SOBs.
Nah, facts.
Tear that up. When you get in there, tear that up, yo. Tear SOBs up.
Man, I signed the wall at SOBs. I'm a legend.
SOBs. To me, SOBs is
I'm
like
a legend. What are you talking?
Yeah. SOBs to me is like one of the perfect venues. It's the size of it. It's a nice intimate environment. It's just, I like SOBs. I'm a fan of it.
I did.
It's like Rams Head in Baltimore. Rams Head. I don't know if you've been there.
Right. Rams Head Live. Right.
It's a nice compact. They got a nice stage, a nice amount of people you can rock out in there, man.
Yeah, I did the 40th anniversary of hip hop. I met Shy Rock. I met the dude that made MTV Jams, MTV
Breakout
Raps, DJ Red Alert.
That's right.
Legend. DJ Red Alert.
Damn.
Tell me, K Slay. You met K Slay?
Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow. I may have been there.
Okay. Curtis Blow.
I mean, with Curtis Blow. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
That's the OG right there, man.
Yeah. Full force. Man, there was so many people in there that I met.
You said Full Force was there?
Yeah, Full Force.
Wow.
You seen me then? I had the pink mohawk.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, probably to see. I was there that night. It was Full Force was there. It was a couple of people. It was a lot of people that performed.
Yeah,
so a lot of people. It was a cool show.
Ira Wallace, Claudia Jordan hosted it. Who else? Man, there was so many people in there. I can't even remember, but it was so many people. I wasn't starstruck, but I was kind of like, dude, what? It was a surprise to me. I didn't even know what I was going to. My surprised me. Hey, we got a surprise to you. We take you to SOBs. And I'm like, man, y'all know I don't do the club. I ain't trying to do no partying. I'm trying to work and go home. You know what I'm saying? So when I walked in there and I'm standing in line, I'm not even realizing this is Full Force standing in front of me, waiting in the line to get in the club.
Legends.
So when they get on stage,
that's New York.
I'm like, that was Full Force in front of me. I'm bugging out.
Yeah. They was the main ones that made House Party what it was as far as the movie.
They did the song from House Party too that night.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good night. That was a good
night. It was mad crowded outside. It was packed. A lot of people. Red Alert was there. Curtis Blow.
Yeah, it was lit. Like I was so like blown away at how big it was, how it turned out, how many legends was in the building. Like for them to and it was so natural for them to just come and just you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people in the game, they don't do that. You know, and for the people that originated this and created this for us to be able to be on this platform and do what we're doing, to be you know, accepting and loving and generous, you know, it was awesome.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you actually playing homage to people because yo, there's a lot of people that be like, nah, yo, forget them. Some people think hip hop started with Soulja Boy.
You're right.
I'm serious.
Yo, you're right too. They think Soulja
A lot of people think hip hop started with Soulja Boy.
You're right.
Yeah.
You ain't lying, bro.
They do for sure.
You ain't lying, man.
Keisha
Go ahead, Rob.
Thing yesterday, like nobody really knew Ashanti songs. Like, you know, when you're looking on social media and Facebook, they like, I'm Team Keisha. I'm like, bro, y'all,
what? Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Yeah, Zane.
Now tell me this too. To me, I mean, we already know you can spit the 16s. Do you have a singing talent too?
I mean, a little bit. I sound like
I think you do. I think you do.
Easy, man. She already got a manager.
You're right. She don't need a manager, bro. Stop
it. My single that's dropping summertime. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of my music that's dropping that's my other sound. That's like that major sound. Like, you know, I can hold the note a little bit. So y'all will hear that. I'm excited for y'all to hear that. And that's why I did what I did, because, you know, you got to come in and prove yourself as a female that you can actually go bar for bar and rap. So that's why the type of music that I'm releasing at the moment and that I have in the past because of that. So when I start doing this other music, they like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, oh, well, singer, she this. Nah, I already did that. You know I can out rap you. You know what I'm saying? So let's not go there. Now let's go over here. Now I'm in the major leagues. Let's do this.
That's right, man. You gotta be faceted, man.
Right. Now tell me this though. I'm gonna give you 3 names, female rappers. Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, Rod Digger.
What you want me to do with them?
First, second, or third. If you whether inspiration or you want to do a collaboration, first, the very first, the second, and the third.
I love me some Lil Kim. I don't even know how I didn't say her name earlier. Lil Kim, period. Number 1. I need that feature ASAP. Rod Digger and Poxy.
Yo, son.
Like I can't.
That's tough. That's tough right there.
You know,
I can hear Rod Digger collab.
For sure. I seen Rod Digger like 2 years ago out here at the 9 or something like that here in Dallas. And it was just I don't do the club. So I went just because somebody begged me. It had to be my sister. I don't know. I walked in and I'm like, bro, what's going on here? Like, look up on the stage. I'm like, yo, they ain't even know. I said, I gotta find her. They ain't even know who she was. I'm like, that is Rod Digger up here. Like, I was a long way. Like, I'm gonna say Kim, Rod Digger, and Foxy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Zane question made me wonder, why does it always seem like for female, again, something I think that's unfair for females in rap, why does it always seem like there can only be one major one that's popping at a time?
I don't know.
What do you think that's about?
I don't think I don't know. I really don't. With us women, I think right now it's very it's a good space in hip hop for women. Because that's all that's really popping right now, and everybody is kind of getting along and supporting each other. I've never seen it before. Yeah, I'm not. Let me take that back. I have seen it before with Missy, and all them. And all them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they was doing their thing.
Whatever reason, I don't know why. You know, because I'm not about that. Like, I show love to everybody. I do my thing. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody do their thing. But I think right now it's not back to that back in the day, but I think it's better and it's kind of, progressing just a little bit. Hopefully we can get back to that, to where everybody's supporting and could do features and it's not catty and it's not competition. It's all love.
I tell you what though, as far as hip hop, for the love of hip hop and what will be very monumental, I'm sure the 4 of us will agree, they never did a major hip hop female tour. I'm talking about Lil Kim, Megan Thee Stallion, Foxy Brown, Rod Digger, Lauryn Hill, whomever. Now the only thing about it is you have, like, I named 5 big names. We would, like, the main thing would be who is the headliner, but just to see it flourish and
put together,
manifest, that'd be great for hip hop.
Most definitely.
And also to get you on there, because you sharp with it.
Hey, I'm getting on everybody's set. I need a feature before we even leave.
That's right.
Right.
Y'all work it.
We know your time is limited and you gotta go. I wanna ask you, and I always like, man, I don't want to be one of these dudes, but I do want to ask you, can you give us 16? You got 16 in you?
Woo.
You gotta get a beat. I gotta beat. What I gotta do? I gotta dig in my Dilla crate.
Do the beatbox, Rob. You got the beatbox?
I'm not sure no beatbox.
All right, acapella.
Don't do the beatbox. Oh my God, bro.
On the spot. He put you on the spot thing.
Come on now.
He did.
Even if it's 8 ball, it might be 8 ball. It don't gotta be 16. Just something.
Yo, spit that like whoa shit. Spit that like whoa shit.
Remember
Yeah, that was hot.
I remember it.
I know. How it go? Let me say. I just broke the mold. Eyelid open, third eye. Eagle sight vision, real niggas we multiply, glorify my ignorance. There is no equivalence. It's a bigger difference. I'm taking a bigger shit, bitch, on you and them, him, her. South of the continent, nigga, my speech slurred. I'm sicker than Corona, my nigga. It's confirmed. Sending shots with an empty Glock. I am not concerned, but you're unheard. That's why you can't stand me. Pop a squat. Murder like Slim with the shade. You pop a dot. How the hell you got the keys to the game when I'm the lot? Married to the chick, I was forced to tie the knot. I'm a young legend, go icon, for real though. Kicking this shit at the park, nigga. Still toe, murder everything loose in the kid. Big mode, a movie how moving G. They waiting on the sequel. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. BX.
Hey, tell you what, shout out
right now, son.
Shout out your social media handles too, so people that's watching this can follow you.
Yeah, that's Kialeiani at Kialeiani. That's on everything. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you just type in my name, what else? TikTok. I don't really do Snapchat like that. But if you want to get in contact with me, you want to follow what I'm doing, Instagram is the best thing to follow me on and see what I got coming next. And whatever link is in my bio, it's a link tree. So it takes you to everything I have from Spotify, Apple, Tidal, whatever you got, my YouTube channel, my videos, whatever you're looking for from me, it's on my link tree and the link in my bio on Instagram.
Love it. Now tell us this too from No Ideas Original. We would love to have you on for a part 2.
For sure, let's do it.
Sometime down the line.
Yeah, let's do it. We can do it tomorrow.
Kialeiani, thank you. We appreciate you.
Pleasure.
Definitely love the energy.
Thank you for having me. And let's lock in for another one. Let's do it. Even after Corona is over, if we do it in person, I'm good with that.
Okay,
for sure.
That's what's up. Take care of yourself, baby.
Salute.
Kialeiani, everybody. Yeah. So it's good to see somebody from the South and Texas have such a strong New York influence. When she was talking about SOBs in the event she was at, I'm like, man, that sounds familiar. I was at that event though. I was there.
Wow, bro. Yeah.
And I remember the Pink Mohawk. Yeah, I was at that event. So yeah. Zane or Rob, both of you. I don't forget which one of you. I think it was Rob was asking me about Clubhouse. But yeah, Clubhouse is Clubhouse is interesting. It depends on what your contribution is. So for those that don't know, Clubhouse is an app where it's just audio chats that you drop into. You can listen or you can participate in audio chats. Right now, it's only available via invite, and it's only available for iPhone. And it's good. Like I've been in some good conversations where I've listened to people talk about stuff related to business. I've listened to people talk about stuff related to self-improvement, fitness. Then there's just like some other conversations where you click on, you hear people screaming and arguing, and you leave out immediately. I think what a lot of people like about it also is that there are many celebrities on Clubhouse, and they in the room also. and they talking and giving out game and everything as well. But what I was saying about Clubhouse was that I was in a reseller group recently, and this just makes me think about the pandemic and how things have changed. And in this reseller group, I'm listening to people talk about reselling the sneakers. And by the way, we got Kixie Jixie coming on next week too, if you're a sneakerhead. But they were talking about reselling the sneakers, and there was a dude who popped in, and he was like, "Yo, y'all reselling sneakers?" He was like, "I'm reselling pools. I'm selling deck heaters and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" But this is the hustle that people, as a result of the pandemic, have come up with and figured out, like, you know what? I got to reinvent myself. I got to figure out a way to the bag out here. You know, so
more than one way to skin a cat, man. You know, and if you broad enough and see yourself vividly enough, you can see yourself doing the mirror to different things, man.
Yeah. The other day, Rob, I came home and there was a knock on my front door. I had just got in my house, knock on the front door. I opened the door. It's my son, my youngest, and he was holding a case of mason jars. I'm like, "Yo, what do your mom sent you mason jars? What are you doing with mason jars?" He was like, "Nah, I'm reselling them." I was like, "Get out of here." He was like, "Yeah, I bought them for $10 from Walmart, and I got somebody who want to buy them on eBay for $30. So,
Wow.
Yo, he's 18 years old. This is where he's at 18 years old, where he's already made up in his mind that, yo, I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to go to work. So I'm gonna bless you. So I'm gonna figure out how to make my money. And I remember before he was telling me that he was selling bikes and stuff like that online. Like he's in a group where he gets notifications early on things, and he buys them and then resells them. Like he drop ships them to somebody. So, yo,
I tell you what, though. I tell you what,
baby.
Nah, go ahead, Rob.
I said you can't knock the hustle.
Nah.
Right. Yeah, man. The pandemic been bringing out a lot of blessings, man. I mean, even though, you know, last year was go down in history as probably the worst in 2,000 years, but it also enlightened a lot of people to get their hustle on and find another craft to perfect or whatever, or several crafts to perfect. So shout out to Little Cuz, Little Cuz for getting his entrepreneurship on. Go ahead, Rob.
Let's not be mystified by it, because the opportunity to do these things have always been there. It's just that life has, you know, the pandemic has slowed us down. Think outside the box, and now that we know that those opportunities are there, let's kind of stick around and make use of them, and not fall back into the, you know, just the way of doing things before. Stay open, stay creative. You know what I mean? Open up, man, and challenge yourself to do something you would normally not do. So.
You know what I think is the perfect metaphor for that? Remember we were talking to Kaba Kamini, and he used the metaphor where he was talking about the light. He was like, you know, if you come into the room and the lights are switched off and you walking around,
already there.
Yeah, it's all already there. It's just, you know, it's just your mind is now open.
You gotta turn yourself onto it. And another thing the elder said, he said, "Yo, let's stop living like we surviving and start thriving."
Right.
Like have your hands on something that a purpose or whatever it is you like doing, and take it to the next level and keep going and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop and be like, I reached my plateau, I'm capping it. Nah,
I don't think there's a person. I don't think there's a person in the hood. I mean, we laugh and we joke and we like, some people, they not hustlers, they don't have the spirit, they don't have it in them. But I don't think there's a person in the hood or a person who grew up in the hood that don't have the hustler's intuition. Like, you know how many people have had their back against the wall and didn't know where their next meal was coming from, and they had to feed they kids, and, you know, or they had to figure out a way to get their car fixed, pay their rent, or
right then and there is when you use your imagination for survival and don't even know it's your imagination that you're using. You use that for every situation you come into where you kind of buy, like, how am I gonna figure it out?
But you know what we haven't tapped into? We haven't figured out how to tap into it when it's not related to adversity.
Right.
That's the part that we have to figure out.
Use it when you're at home, not just to daydream.
Right.
Don't just daydream. Whatever thought you got, write it down. See what it looks like. I just told my wife when we came in early before the show started. I said, yo, baby, you got some old magazines? I'm gonna create myself a little vision board. She was like, I tried to do that a while ago. I threw out all these magazines because we had a bunch of HGTV magazines, Oprah magazines, and something just came to me. I said, I'm gonna create a vision board. I had a dope vision board when I was working for PricewaterhouseCoopers. And sure enough, some of them things, I'm sitting in it right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? As far as homes and things of that nature. So
visualization.
You gotta visualize, you gotta see it. And once you see it, you almost gotta be it. Put yourself in the frame, man. Put yourself in the picture and manifest, man. So
And also shout out to I tell you what, that's why when we had the interview tonight, I brought up your signature question, Rob, as far as for imagination, because last week we shout out to Shirt Kings, the Shirt Kings Academy. We had a very good, thorough, detailed interview, and then come to find out, Rob and Shirt Kings, or King, aka King Fade, they have history through Rob's family. So that shows you right there, as far as like the stuff that we, as far as the stuff that we putting together, like the imagination goes way further than people think. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King Fade, aka Shirt Kings, yo.
Yeah, I said Jixie next week, but not Dion Broadway is next week, right?
Yeah, Dion next week.
Broadway is next week. Jixie the week after that. So we got some shows lined up for y'all, and then Monday we got a premiere of a pre-recorded episode we did also with the author, urban author, urban novelist, street literature.
Urban lit, but you know, street lit.
Parting words? Any parting words before we sign off this evening?
Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead, Rob.
All I'm gonna say is to my listeners, to our listeners, stay great, use your imagination, build your dreams, man. Build the life you want to live. For real.
Yeah.
Life is limited. Life is limitless. Shoot for your dreams and aim beyond the stars. Signing out.
Saying the positive word of the day. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it on thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you.
You Russell Simmons ass.
Russell Simmons.
Have you back next week. Ain't giving the positive mantra of the day. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. If you
can achieve it.
Yo.
Zane, Kialeiani, she just messaged. She said she already got a manager. You can lay off.
Damn it. I was almost there.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for tuning in, y'all.